As a nutritionist, there are some foods I make sure to eat every single day to help me feel more energized, to help me burn fat as fuel, and to make sure I don't feel bloated. So today I'm sharing the 10 foods I eat every day as a nutritionist. My name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's in nutrition human performance, and today's video is sponsored by Purity. More on them in a bit. Okay, the first food that I eat every day is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is really rich in high quality complete protein. 1 cup of Greek yogurt has about 20 grams of protein. I make my own Greek yogurt using grass-fed milk so that I can also get the bone health and the heart health perks of vitamin K2. Typically, I like to put in about a half cup of Greek yogurt as one of the protein sources in my smoothies, but I'll also put it in a chia pudding or just even have it as a Greek yogurt bowl. And protein is so important to help prevent snacking, which is another key factor to preventing bloating. So I like to make sure I'm getting really high quality protein sources at each of my meals. The second food I eat every day is chia seeds, but you can actually also use basil seeds for similar benefit. I have a video where I break down the differences between basil seeds and chia seeds, so if you're curious on the differences, I'll have that video linked right up here. But chia seeds are really rich in fiber as well as a high quality source of fat, which works in tandem with protein to help prevent hunger, help boost satiety, and help prevent cravings. I like to add in about 1 to 2 tablespoons to my smoothies. It's a really easy way to add it in. You don't even taste it or know it's there because it gets blended up. The third thing I eat every day is sea salt. This is an absolute game changer. Most people have this mental block around sea salt or just salt in general, but sodium, which is part of salt, is literally essential for sending messages from your brain to the rest of your body. This is why under consuming salt can cause an electrolyte balance and make you feel tired or headachy. I always like to keep a jar of sea salt on hand so I can take a heavy pinch, maybe like 1/8 of a teaspoon to 1/4 teaspoon after my workout, and then typically another one later in the day. Usually when for most people that 3 p.m. slump happens, but I found when I have the sea salt in the afternoon, I don't have any energy crashes. The fourth thing I have every day is coffee. I love coffee and I love that it's incredibly rich in antioxidants. In fact, for most people, the most rich source of antioxidants that you'll eat in a day, even if you're eating fruits and vegetables, is from coffee. And because it's also really rich in antioxidants, there's been quite a few studies showing how good coffee and the antioxidants in it are for the liver. Studies have found that coffee helps to reduce the fat accumulation around the liver and reduces the risk of cirrhosis, which is a really serious liver disease. I stick to 1 cup every day. I like to have it after my workout. I find that I do better if I have a workout in first and then I have my coffee. And I literally, for the past 5 years, have only used today's sponsor, Purity. I have been drinking Purity coffee for over 5 years now. It's the only coffee I drink. Even if I travel, I typically either bring pre-blended Purity coffee or they have these little travel sachets that you can make coffee on the go with, kind of like just making tea. It's really convenient. I love it. But beyond how smooth and delicious Purity coffee is, it's also optimized for health, which obviously I'm a big fan of. Every aspect of the coffee making for Purity has the thought of health in mind, from the beans they choose to how they're roasted. Purity aims to maximize on the antioxidant quality. They also lab test for mold and mold toxins, which for me was really huge because I found that a lot of other coffees make me feel really jittery and spike my history of anxiety, but I don't get that with Purity. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably already tested and are already hooked to Purity the way I am, but if you haven't, Purity is offering my viewers 30% off your first purchase of Purity coffee when you use code AUTUMN30 at checkout. I highly recommend their Flow coffee, which is their medium roast, and or get those travel sachets, super convenient. One more time, that's 30% off your first purchase of Purity coffee using code AUTUMN30 at checkout. Offer ends 1 month from the date of this video airing. Make sure you check out the details linked down in the description below. Okay, the 5th food I eat every day are eggs. Eggs are an incredibly cheap source of protein and high quality fat, and they are super satiating. There have been studies done comparing eggs to a lot of typical breakfast foods like cereal or bagels, and they've consistently found eggs to be much more satiating, that the egg meal results in a naturally lower intake at lunch because they're so much more satiated, and that the effects often last for about 36 hours after the egg meal. That's excellent, in my opinion. I'm really lucky. I have my own chicken, so I grab it straight from there. And I typically have about 3 per day with my lunch. Okay, the 6th food I eat every day is ginger tea, so drink every day. This has been a fairly new addition into my daily ritual. I used to have it more on the occasion, but now I've been having it every single night after my last meal and before I go to bed. Because ginger is amazing at stimulating the migrating motor complex, which is our gut cleaning process within our GI tract. The migrating motor complex, or MMC, helps to flush out left behind food and bacteria that can typically cause cause bloating. And for me, gut health is always top of mind because that was something I really struggled with, excessive bloating and the pain that goes along with it before I started intermittent fasting. So for myself, I found that combining intermittent fasting and using ginger tea just really helps to keep gut health on track. Okay, the seventh food I eat every single day is either ground beef or chicken, but honestly, mostly ground beef. I probably have that like 4 to 5 times per week. Both ground beef and chicken are really high diaz proteins, which means it's really high quality, really easy to absorb the proteins. But ground beef especially is extremely rich in selenium, which is crucial for liver detox. I also find it more satiating than other proteins like chicken or fish. But from a lazy cook perspective, I find ground beef to be so much easier to prep and make into a lot of different meals really quickly. Okay, the eighth food I eat every day as a nutritionist is whey protein. I recently developed my own zero sugar whey protein isolate and I use it every day in my smoothies along with my Greek yogurt. It's naturally sweetened with monk fruit so that it can have a hint of sweetness but without any sugar. It's a super easy and delicious way to bump up the protein to help support my body composition goals. Okay, the ninth food I eat every single day is cheese. Maybe the one most people are surprised to hear, but cheese actually has a lot of amazing qualities to it. It's incredibly low in lactose, so even if you're lactose intolerant, most people can eat cheese. It's very rich in high quality protein and fat to help keep you satiated. It's also rich in vitamin K2, which is very hard to get from other food sources and is so important for getting calcium out of the arteries and into the bones. And it just tastes great. There's so many different ways to enjoy cheese, and I love pretty much every single one of them. I'm the type of person where the stinkier the cheese, the better. I want my cheese to just reek of socks. I like to add cheese to salads or shred it up and put it in my scrambled eggs, or I'll just slice it up and eat it on the side of whatever meal I'm having. Okay, the 10th food I eat every single day is a low sugar fruit. I typically pick one different low sugar fruit a day, and I do like to stick to lower sugar fruits over high sugar fruits. With my history of anxiety and breakouts, I personally do so much better with lower sugar fruits like blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries. I also use a small amount of higher sugar fruits, but if I'm having them, I make sure to stick to smaller serving sizes. So like if I have a banana, I have about a half banana, or if I have pineapple, I stick to about a half cup. Which, speaking of, I do have smoothies every single day, even in the middle of winter. It's a really great way to pack in a ton of nutrients that you need for one meal, but it's also super easy to do wrong. So make sure to check out the top smoothie mistakes I see all the time so you can avoid them with this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.